Today is the 20, not even the 20, today is the 12th day of March 2020. And boy, what a beautiful day to be alive. What a beautiful day to be in Abaco. Look at that sunset right over there. As a young man, we used to see Flamingo before the airport was established and all that noise. We used to see Flamingo, the pink Flamingo all along here. We're on the airport road. And I had an encounter. Everybody knows whenever Kai tried to run for an election, they always put the police to bully me, to put me before the courts and say, oh, he got so many cases. So yesterday, Superintendent Simmons said he needed to see me at the police station. I said, buddy, boy, I ain't got nothing to go to the police station. I ain't going to no police station. If I do a crime, you arrest me, but I ain't having no social with no police. There's no crime, fair, no police. I did a video a couple days ago where the police beat Blakey. See, I like Blakey. They may not like Blakey, but I like Blakey. And Blakey got a brother that I call my son. I was in with basketball with him. I taught him a lot in basketball. And he did well in basketball. And I am proud to say that he happened to be my son. But if you're going to beat Blakey, that is not right. Because remember, you may not like him, but he has people that like him. I like Blakey. No police officer, any police officer that beat him need to be put before the court. And if I had the cash, I have something called the Abaco Freedom Fighters Association that protects kids against police brutality. You're not allowed to beat nobody's child. And I said that Simmons has a son, and I call the other police officers that I know that have son, and what they like their sons to be beaten to hell by a policeman. You went into the woman house, you got him, you carry him by the police station, beat the hell out of him, bring him back, wouldn't let him go to the doctor, then you put him before the courts immediately and you sentence him for 2 years. The police don't have that kind of authority. So I said that, and I was writing that, and especially when Blakey have not stole half as much as the superintendent of police and the rest of the police that stole. I saw Ellis. Ellis had the police squad car, the bungie on the ground, loaded with food and other stuff that he stole. He's a police officer in uniform, in the police car, but I didn't get the picture because my phone didn't work because it got wet in the hurricane. Boy, but if I had a phone that worked, y'all would be surprised. You know, you got to bring them out at the right time. And if you would have saw what the police and the defense force has stolen from the people of Abaco, you'll say, wow, how could these guys call themselves officers? How could these guys say they're helping us after their death experience? And you could beat somebody because you say they stole something? If he steals something, lock him up. So back to the original. Simmons wanted to see me. I got a 30-year history with Simmons. We didn't get along too much because he had the muscles. We always tell him, you got plenty of muscle, but you ain't got nothing up here. Put them muscles, what you got on your hand, put them up here. But over the years, we have come to blows and kind of like each other. And he wanted to see me. I said, buddy, I ain't going to no police station. I need to go to no police station. So he saw me today, and it was a good look. And this is why Kai want to be your member of parliament. When you could let stuff go and you could be a friend of the police. So I told Simmons said, Kai, I want to see you at the airport. Say, I want to see you. I say, I am not being too kind with policemen here because they don't like me to tell the truth. I said, what you want to see me for? Have I committed any crime? What do you want to see me for? I said, pull on the side. Let's talk. But I ain't coming to no station. I see plenty of people go to the station to get locked up, not Kai. All right, so fool, you locking me up and tell me why you're locking me up. But I ain't going to no station. because me and you ain't no friend. So Simmons, our conversation today, and I just want to say kudos to Simmons, enough respect. And this is why, again, I want to be an MP, so you could bury the hatchet and you could work with the police. I am a friend of the police. I am a friend of law enforcement, good law enforcement. I always say that. So Simmons' conversation with me, say, Kai, you know, I have a son. I met Simmons' son, good young man. He said, Kai, I am not for no police beating anybody. And if that happened under my watch, I'm going to investigate it. I'm hoping that he do investigate it. He said he don't have much time left on the police force, but one thing he want to do, and what all policemen ought to do, like Simmons, want their name to be intact when they lead the force. We got a stink here in Abaco because we had one of the top cops went on the other side. He was always a criminal in uniform, but I want to say kudos to him because he decided to lead the force and go and do what they always doing in the ranks of waking and making crime. He was a criminal in uniform, so he abruptly left the force and now working with the other side. Good for him. Stay on that side. And buddy, I hope some good policemen lock him behind up. I want to be right there to take the picture of him, how he did all of our young men. But back to Simmons. It was a good look today that Superintendent Simmons, he is now in charge of Abaco. He started his career here in Abaco, and he's almost at the end of his career, and he's here for a few weeks as officer in charge of Abaco. Enough respect to him that he could come on and say, look here, I am agreeing with your video. No police act give no police the rights to beat the hell out nobody's children, go in their ma house, search their ma house without the ma there because the boy don't own the house. And then you bring him before the courts, disallow him from seeing a doctor, and now he's in Foxhill for 2 years, sentence, with no due process. What I would like to see, what happened to the policeman that stole so much more than Blakey? Man, these brutes stole so much from us. People are now coming on and everybody want a generator. The police and defense force was selling generators in Nassau, selling them by the hundreds. Neither police has got locked up yet. But I'm waiting. I've been working on one serious policeman in Abaco that ought not be in the position they're in. This the video I want to do so bad. But I can't do this video yet because I'm waiting for Marlon Fulford to do his just due and to take this brute in the front of the acting commissioner of police, Anthony Ferguson. Not Anthony Ferguson, the other one, the other big guy, whatever his name is. We are waiting to hear that this policeman that's in Abaco playing the role go to jail, not leave the force. I told Simmons some stuff that I know, and he said, wow. He's the superintendent of police in Abaco, but I know more about all the crook and the cronies in Abaco. So I said, salute you, Simmons. You're doing a great job. You got 12 thieves off the street. And a story that hit me while I was in Nassau when a young man was shot twice. And I say, I know that young man. I know his father. I know his mother. She's a taxi driver. The story I got in Nassau was that he was stealing their generator and they shoot him. No, it's the opposite of Iran. They were stealing his generator, shoot him in the head and shoot him in the stomach, try to kill him. He survived. He recognized the guy that was stealing his generator because the guy was wearing a shirt that he gave the boy. This is his friend. He gave him a shirt. Early in the week, he was wearing the shirt when the guy tried to kill him. Good that he recognized this person. Simmons, that's the one you need to beat the hell out. You're shooting people in the head in their stomach trying to kill them for their own generators. These people are animals, man. They the one that you be brutal towards. And we'll say, kudos. But make sure he is the right one. But so far, the boy that got shot, the Sawyer boy, he know exactly who shot him. God has allowed him to live. Abaco is crazy, man. You better be in the right spot at the right time, especially when the sun is going down. All I do is try to bring the story. And you know, because you bring the story, the correct story, they try to silence you. All Kai want to do is to let my friends, my families that are not in Abaco to know exactly what is going on in Abaco. It is hard, but there's no place like home. It is hard. You can't sleep. You hardly could see. God help this disease soon come here. If that comes to Abaco, you might as well close the book on it until we meet again. But this is one of these Kai Care videos on a beautiful spot in Abaco and saying thank you for Police Robert Simmons. I bet he never thought I'd say thank you to him for nothing, but that's respect that I got from him, that I gained from him today. By him agreeing it is wrong to brutalize any human being in custody. As the sun goes down on Abaco, it's one of these Kai Care's video. Kai Care, working with the police to stomp out the crooks within the police force.